Hello everyone, welcome into yet another live stream, and there we go. Now all I need to do is just actually start the thing.
I want my computer start.
Have you tried turning it on?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Glad I could help. I do
Alright,
truly
it's
just have
starting.
a way with machines, you know?
It just needed to get plugged in. Apparently, it was low on battery.
I'm impressed that you solved the problem. Hi the Thar. Thar, shouldn't you be in bed by now? Unbelievable. Or waking. Oh, did you just woke up? Oh, you just woke up. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that's very early. School. Oh, geez, sometimes I forget those exist. Alright. Let me...
Alright, now I can see the chat too.
Alright, hold on. We're gonna do a bit of an ADHD stream, to be honest, because there might be a... Hold on. Oh, shucks. Something logged me out of my VPN? Could that be? Such a mess. Give me a second. ADHD means and dying has died. Follow, like, and subscribe for raw autism. Hold on, give me a second. I need to find my... on my account
I'm giving you
thingy.
all the seconds you need.
I am really tired today. I need to drink more coffee. Because recently I haven't been drinking it and it shows. It really shows.
I didn't drink coffee today because by the time I actually got there that I can drink coffee, I just it was too late. So
I'm hungry now. And so there we are.
Oh my god, I
turn
just
this
saw
off.
your stream.
We can turn this off, we can do this. There we go. It's gonna be a bit nicer. So today I would like to turn this absolute mess into something a bit more pleasant. I'll be brutally honest with you, everyone watching. I was going to stream something different today, but I am really tired. Unfortunately, I'm going to sleep in like 2 or 3 hours right after I finish all the stream. So unfortunately, I can't drink any coffee right now, and hence, as such, well, unfortunate luck, I can't really do the main thing I was going to stream today because that would require genuine effort. So this is just a backup stream. Alright, right, hold on. Got distracted. First, let me just save the website. Download coming soon HTML, let's call it make it WTF the HTML. Then all I need to do is just copy it right here. And there we go. Them's the website. So how would the website work? It is simple enough. Copy buff, paste it in, and it doesn't work. Why does it not work? That's uh-oh. Why does it not work? Data. Full data is right here. There's data. What's your problem? Also, why are you opening the... There you are. What is your problem? What is your problem? Your problem is, oh, I'm guessing lack of the style or the includes, which is weird. The include should be there. Make the website more interactive. That's what I'm trying to do, among other things. Am I crazy? I mean, I am, but
Yes, you are.
see the problem. Wait, isn't that a dumb problem? Wait, that is all included. That is all included. The script charge is also included. Is this your problem? Could not be loaded. Oh, well, tell me more about that then. Chart is not defined. I don't think chart being undefined would be an issue. Also, wouldn't that issue show here? No, it's just a favicon. So chart is defined here, but it is not in here. Well, that's odd. Fancy is chart.js. I see. How the fuck did it work here then, though? So it's trying to load chart.js. Wait, no. Doesn't make any sense. It's trying to load chart.js. I'm sorry? Underscore files. How does this, I've made this, how does this work? This shouldn't work. How does it work? I don't understand. Script source make it .wtf underscore files slash chart.js. Now. Fortunately, I have access to the server, which means I can just... Because I fixed it up. Oh, wait, passphrase, right. Jeez, I'm good. I'm in. Don't mind the error sounds in the background, those are not important.
Good, because I can't hear them because I'm not watching the stream.
Well, you
Well,
didn't
I
have to
am
rub it in
watching
my
this.
face, you know.
Well, I am watching the stream, I'm just not listening to the stream.
Okay, so... city templates... Was it? No, city static... No. That file is not on the website. I am not crazy. It's just not there. The chart.js. I'm sorry. Where is chart.js coming from? I don't mean to be that guy, but I would like to know. Where is chart.js coming from? Cloudflare. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. What is this then?
Do you wanna make the stream more ADHD?
First, I'm trying to figure out why it works.
Alright.
How the fuck is that file? Am I going crazy? Hold on, I am an old man in a new world, and I mean, back in my day, just honestly, obviously it should be in Cloudflare because that's how the chart.js. I am so confused. Why does this make it WTF underscore files? Unless that's how you, that's due to the way it's saved. So if we go here to the head. Fixed. Kind of. Alright, halfway there. Halfway there. Now, this style we can keep. It's time for the other one, which link this style CSS. Stop with the files, for goodness sake. Oh, you won't be able to access it. Right, that makes sense. No, that's true. Ah, this would be a bitch. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I need more space for this. There we go. This is sufficiently ADHD, I believe. How do you? There's a way to check what's linked, if I remember correctly. Oh, just style editor. How convenient. Style CSS. Alright.
Make it, can we do a stream once where like you just like I'm just drawing fan art and then you just put it in the corner while as I draw it.
If you want.
Cool. Maybe not now because it's already way too ADHD, but like.
What do you mean? I could find some space on the screen. Sure thing.
It works for me. Like it's.
Alright, so starting with the most important things. All the BS like adding a header stuff, that's boring. That's really boring. Let's do something interesting. Let's try to modify the pie chart. How about that? For that, what we could do is we could switch to a different kind of pie chart if we want to. Oh, Jesus. There we go.
Dubtech, you're so damn nice.
Who just landed 5 words. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I'm using this. Advanced animations. Well, thrilled and curious to hear about that. Let's see. GitHub. That's what I mostly care about. Okay. Neat. Introduction, getting started. Sweet, lovely. First of all, license is the MIT. Great. Just double check if I didn't do anything illegal. Oh, why is this in you? There we are. Hi there, Reblax.
Hi there, hello.
I could be curious. Or responsive charts, I mean, that's what I'm looking for, rather. No, wait, that's not what I'm looking for at all. Interactions. Ah, I see. Alright. I'm on to something. Define how the chart interacts with events. Names with options are okay. For example, to have the chart only respond to click events, you could do this. Okay, so I don't know how to do JavaScript. I hate JavaScript. Everyone hates JavaScript. It's a thing. There's a fucking npm package for just checking if a number is odd or even. That's the name of the function. Is odd or even. It tells you if a number is odd or even. So it returns a 1 if it's odd or even and 0 if it's not odd or even. That's the function.
Oh yeah, I stopped screen sharing on Discord.
Do you want me to add it to the corner?
Not now. I've already started doing other stuff.
Let's play
So I
around with this
realized
chart.
that I should probably have the sketch first before it gets added.
Okay, this is what are you? What are you even? Canvas ID slice of pie. All right. Gee, I don't remember anything about JavaScript, so I need to look it up from scratch. JavaScript gets object by ID. Was that the name of the function? Get element of ID. Stop controlling everything. Get element by ID is not defined. Well, that's certainly quite curious. Document dot? Is that what you want me to do? I have no idea. Not defined. Document lowercase, right. Okay, sweet, great, fantastic, lovely. Now what? Now can I set certain stuff? Okay, that's quite some data, that's good. Does it have... Alright, bit of a shot in the dark and a bit hopeful, to say the least. But let's just try anyhow. Say a bit hopeful, say nothing. It's quite very hopeful, especially since it's constant. Why is it always constant? Just piss off with that. Just let it be itself. I don't care about being constant. There we go. All right, amounts sweet. So let's do dot amounts 0 is equal to 20. Ciao. Okay, yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna happen, but still be silly not to try at the very beginning. Just use C. If I could, I would, but I can't. Because of safety reasons. Yuck. Okay, let's think. How to update a pie chart? It creates a new chart like this. That chart, I imagine... So I don't get about JavaScript. Like, this doesn't really make much sense. This right here. It creates a new chart. I imagine it will have to be stored some way. Get by ID, obviously I can just get element by ID this. Gets me the chart. Make his wallpaper always gets me. I should have it on the screen with like 20% opacity. So that, you know, the stream is still visible, but we all can tell. Labels is equal to stuff. Okay, that's tempting. Is that still there? ID style, max stuff, don't care. Base, yeah, child element, child notes, children. That's a maybe, but I don't know. Class list, data set. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Not gonna get anything out of that, which means, unfortunately, I'll have to do the unthinkable. Actually read the documentation. Ouch. I can already feel the soul leaving my body. Is that cookie clicker at the bottom? Of course. It's necessary. It's a crucial part of the process. Go interaction configuration chat event interaction to configure which events trigger chat interaction. Oh wait, I got it by IT. I'm an idiot. Can I access some stuff from it? Undefined. Dot interaction. There should be a false, right? No, it just doesn't exist. Cool, that makes sense. All right, but that should be. I think that should be the object. Mm-hmm. Configure which events trigger the interaction events. Alright, so we have the events which trigger the interaction. Right here is how we configure the interaction, if I understand this correctly. Only properties define how the chat interacts with events, names, options. So, alright. For example, to have the chat only respond to click events, you could do this. Response to clicks, don't really care for that right now. How long have we been playing Cookie Clicker? About a day, maybe day and a half. Okay, there we go.
Does my last start really look like you're an egg?
I am very round.
I take that as a yes.
Oh, but that's going for the wrong kind of chart, isn't it? I don't care for finding things that intersect, because that's not what I'm looking for. Let me have a think, let me have a think, let me have a think. What I basically want is ideally, I would like to replace my chart with another chart. So I would just like to replace the data. Because I know how I want to modify the data. And I don't want to deal with the chart. I don't want to do it through this, because JavaScript is hell. So I would rather stick to familiar territory. Just walk with the array. That's it.
Revamp, haven't seen you in ages. Hi, how you doing?
Hi there, Revamp.
April 12th. Alright.
These aren't changing the data. The underlying, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. I want it to change from basically one graph to another graph. Do I need to change to... I could make my own kind of a chart, I guess. I don't want to, because that would be such a hassle. Ah, piss.
Hey, back to spherical coordinates, I see.
What do you mean?
Just reading Revamp's messages. He's been on about spherical coordinates a few months ago, then dropped it, and now.
Aren't spherical
he's back at
coordinates
it.
just polar coordinates squared? Or am I thinking of the wrong thing?
No, you're thinking of the right thing.
Well, what's keeping you up at night with the spherical coordinates? Working on the script. What kind of script? A 30-minute video. That's ambitious. 30 minutes is a lot.
You would know.
By changing the data array. Oh, wait, what? Changing the data array. I beg to differ. I tried that. Just added the...
What? No, made it like watching a 30-minute video is not much, but making a 30-minute video is a lot. Like,
If you want to update charts after you've been creative and chart data options are... But why is it in developers? I am... today DHD focusing on the wrong thing. Change the charge will animate the new data values and options. Adding and removing data is supported by changing the data array. To add data, just add data into the array as seen as this example. Remove it, you can public. Okay, so add data, chart label, new data. So chart data labels, push label. Oh, the JavaScript is killing me. Chart data datasets. For each dataset, push new data. Oh wait, hold on, I need this. So this is chart data datasets. For each dataset, dataset data, push new data. This is confusing. So do I need to update the array inside of the chart? Is that what I'm getting? I think so. That only seems to make sense. Also, the function is add data and replace data, which would track the push. First of all, let's try this. Dot data, which you happen to have undefined, but you do have a data set that exists. For each data set. The notation is killing me. Ha 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 ha. This is ridiculous. Okay, so need chart. Can I don't know what new makes. Can I do let chart or let the chart be equal to this? Would this work? Because I have no... It doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Why would it? This does though. That's great because now I can do the chart, which is great. Lovely. We have stuff. We have gotten stuff indeed. So we have the chart. Dot data. Sick. Neat. Got the thing. That's good. Dot datasets, which I imagine dataset 0 will be just the one I have. There we go. Dot data. Jeez, this is just fun. And we have all the numbers. Lovely. Great. Now all I need to do is first of all, quickly look at event load. I should... There we go. So we have this now. if I do 0 equal, please don't be constant. I don't like constant, never like them. In C, JavaScript, nothing. Well, it is another pleasant surprise. Ah, great. Good. I've got it. I've got the thing, I know how to do it. Which means now, all we need to do is just make a function. Let's call it... how do you define functions in JavaScript? Function, obviously. Update chart data, and it will be...
Hello.
Hi. The chart this for I... No wait, that's Python. For let I be equal to 0, I is smaller than... whatever the... however you check the size of... plus plus, and then right here this data we want to update it to new data. And then the chart update. Okay. Okay. Great. We have a function which can update the chart. Now what we need to do is fix up the well, to be fair, actually popping in the entire data, because this only has the names and only has the thingamabobs, thingamajigs, the amounts. So popping in the entire data would probably be better. But to be fair, that's not something I can do on stream. I mean, I can do it on stream. It's not something I feel comfortable doing on stream, because that would require me to actually just work with the database on stream, which feels unsafe for some 700 different reasons. I honestly thought this would take me like 3 hours to get to this point, because that's normally always how it goes. That's always how it goes. There's some random insignificant BS that all of a sudden breaks, and you just have to spend 3 hours fixing it only for you to realize
you're better than normal today. You're better than average day.
It's not. It's the opposite of anything. I'm not feeling like better than average, and I think you can tell, which is my voice. Now you can trust us to make it spill our secrets. This is not really about my secrets, just that if I spill it, then the person who designed the security for my website will be very disappointed with me, and I can't have that.
You mean you?
What do you mean me? I didn't design the security for my website. You're joshing me. I can't. I
have a strong guess who did it.
Was it perhaps Trifta?
No.
No.
Timon, I'm curious to hear your strong guess. What's your strong guess?
Quasar.
No.
Dang it.
Wasn't so strong after all.
Oh, hi, Quasar. Speaking of the devil.
I summon
oh
Z.
no.
Which is funny, Timon, because you have access to like Patreon channel. Well, I mean, it was, I don't remember on which Patreon channel it was actually, but I mentioned that on the Patreon channel, so the fact that I didn't do the security for my own website, which is honestly awful, because I don't know what I can or cannot reveal. I don't know I can reveal this, because this, I mean, come on, this is simple stuff. But like, I have gotten back the SSH access on my main machine, and right now I can just do this, but I don't know like how far can I go with this.
Make it when like you guys in the philanthropist channel just talk about cybersecurity for 200 messages. I ain't trading that.
It's not 200 messages. It's me losing my mind because of my tomfoolery and ranting about that. That's what that channel is there for.
I have noticed, and I would very much enjoy it if I knew anything about IT stuff.
Day 800 special soon. Yeah, we're going to have a YouTube seance of the Minecraft movie. Where's my phone?
Oh,
What should I do for day 800? Any requests for stuff I should do? Because I don't
we
think
haven't finished
Subnautica.
Doom, have we?
I haven't finished Doom, have I? Oh, that is something. Oh, not the third server. Don't worry. Subnautica 2. When is it releasing? 2025, but when? First thing I was gonna be disappointed at 2025 because, but to be fair, it's this year.
Yeah, it's already 2025. Time flies, huh?
It's holy shit! It's April. The review that it will be released sometime in 2025. When? Oh, multiplayer. Wow, that's way different. That's way different than the first one. We could do Doom. You know what? Doom feels appropriate. Oh, damn it! I didn't mean to pull that. Whoops.
You have too much Patreon money anyway.
I don't know if I can donate to charity this time though, because we'll see. We'll see what I can do. We'll see what strings I can pull. Fuck. Doom will be tough.
Do you hate Doom now?
No, I hate losing. I hate dying in Doom with a challenge on. I like Doom. I wanna play Doom. I can't, because it's expensive. It's the most expensive
Okay.
game I've ever played.
Alternative idea, Terraria server, and we play Calamity.
Could I beat the juiced up Marauder? That's the question. Because I won't be satisfied until I beat it 100%, which means I would need to beat the juiced up Marauder somehow. And the problem is, it would be very expensive. Okay, we could drop down the price to $50 per death. I feel like I'm past. Okay, there we go. I'm past denial and anger. Now I'm on to bargaining.
Bargaining.
After that, there's depression and acceptance. So make it should play Hollow Knight. Should I now?
I don't know.
You should play Half-Life because I wanna know the lore of Half-Life, but I don't like shooter games, so I don't wanna play
I've already
Half-Life.
played Half-Life. Funny enough,
Not
it
a
was like
shooter game.
one of the.
Really?
I mean, it is a shooter game. First
I
person.
guess you should have been.
It's an FPS. I've played Half-Life. Fun fact: I've played Half-Life on stream actually. My first playthrough
Whoa,
was for both Half-Life and Half-Life 2 was on stream.
whoa!
Because-
Is it still uploaded?
Yeah. It's one of
Just
the old.
go with that.
Well, it's a very.
I-
It's old ones. It's really old ones. It's like day 70 or something.
Do you sound
Whoa.
Indian in those?
That depends. I had a different mic setup, but my accent hasn't changed that much. I don't think so. Denial, bargaining, depression, acceptance, postmodern love song, reference. Okay, Red Blacks, I shit you not. when I was thinking which stage of grief was bargaining, I figured it out by remembering that at the end of anger, Jairish says, "Thank you, internet. Now on to the next stage, bargaining." And that's how I remember the order of them. I remember that denial is first, that's obvious. Then anger is second, because the second song was about him being an incel. Bargaining is third, because bargaining was after him being an incel. Then it's depression, because of course, it's time to die, versify. And then it's the finishing acceptance. That's how I remember the order, because I'm a sane individual. I can name the stage of grief in this community, and someone without saying J-Rage reference. Communism, that's a politics. J-Rage reference. Everything is a J-Rage reference. A J-Rage reference is a J-Rage reference. We live in a society. I am like Joker from the movie Joker, and I am like Joker 2 from the movie.
Impossible.
What's going on now? Oh, we're just talking about art. Don't mind us.
Meanwhile, I'm literally doing art.
Yeah. Oh, that's a really good one. Oh, that was phenomenal. 25 quadrillion, that's good. 621, but that was this. Gives it. That's not bad. This one is better. There we go. What comes after quadrillion? A quintillion. Sextillion, septillion, octillion, nonillion, dectillion, ondectillion, duodectillion, tridectillion, quadectillion, quindectillion. It just repeats, except vigintillions. For some reason, vigintillions are different.
Why do you know them all?
There's a
What's
pattern.
up with you?
There's a pattern.
But why do you know them still?
Why not? I know stuff. It's my whole thing.
Why?
Are
For
you
what
asking,
purpose?
like, a person who got famous with a mathematics video, no mathematics? Like, whoa,
I wouldn't
crazy.
even call it a part of
That is
mathematics,
different.
honestly.
That's just knowing numbers. It's like knowing 50 digits of pi. What purpose does it fucking serve? No.
Funny enough, I have never, not once in my life, bothered to learn any digits of any constant. Never. I remember pi as 31415, and the only reason why I remember the 1415, the only reason why I remember the 14 is because of 14th of March. And the only reason why I remember 15 is because I just had to type it in on stream so many times. I have never in my life bothered to learn any digits of pi.
But wait, what happened on 14th of March that made you remember pi? Like,
No, we don't talk about that day.
It's the pi day.
We don't talk about that day. So much blood.
Yeah, like, it's supposed to be the other way around. Like, you know, you celebrate the 14th of March because of pi. No?
Yeah, Reblax, it's fun that you know this, but I'm not even gonna look on the chat to read what you just typed in, because at this point I'm just refusing to learn any digits of pi.
I learned pi to like 20 something digits up to like complete accident. Like I learned it completely accidentally. I wasn't trying. And
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
I just don't know. I do remember a bunch of fun stuff though. Wait, what are the good things I remember? I am really good with remembering numbers when I'm trying to jest with someone. So for example, sometimes, I don't know, I had a friend where basically the woke mathematical mind virus. I had a friend where basically they would really often log in to different things with me watching on Discord, and sometimes, and I would just look at the random digits they've been using quite often, and sometimes they would be like, oh yeah, what's my customer ID number? I don't remember, and I would just recite it from memory
Holy hell.
because I feel because it's just funny.
Fucking evil.
It was funny. I wasn't doing it for any malicious purposes. I just think it was funny.
Yeah, let me just recite your address real quick.
Oh yeah, their IP address. Thank you. There we go. I was forgetting there was one that yes, I did memorize their IP address.
Oh my, you're a griefer.
It was funny. It stuck with me. There was some pattern to it. And I don't remember
Yeah,
what it
you're a
was now
griefer.
because they live in a different spot. The woke mathematical mind I was trying to get you to remember pi. A big mathematics selling even more numbers.
They just keep inventing more numbers when you're not looking.
Yeah, they are. Just like chemists keep just adding more elements to the periodic table when you're not looking. Molybdenum, that wasn't there before.
No, the funny part of my joke is that it's
60
actually
numbers. And
like,
every
it's
time you
actually
get
how it
upset, we
works.
add 5 more.
It's literally how it works. Like they
Why do
just,
mathematicians need? Why do mathematicians need all these numbers? They're not even using them. Any of them. They're not even doing the stuff with numbers.
Ooh.
It's not
No,
necessary.
useful.
Honestly. Unbelievable. But remembering people's IP addresses is fun.
You ain't wrong.
I so badly want to have like my own intelligence gathering operation, you know, be like a spy who just steals people's data. But unfortunately, I don't have that dream. I don't have it. Unfortunately, I'm just a YouTuber who, you know, makes YouTube videos for Google. So I am so far away from stealing people's data for profit. That's something I am, unfortunately, not quite
Yeah,
my
unfortunately,
thing.
you don't have like a website that could like potentially take somebody's data.
The thing,
know?
I genuinely feel like it would be more cost efficient to buy it from data brokers than to use my own website. I think cost of maintaining my website may be higher than just buying the data from data brokers. But hey, I know, maybe a video idea for the future. I just dox you all. 1227001. Damn it, Reflux! Why did you? No, don't dox me. Eight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot about you all. I know that your routers routinely access 8888. Something about that. 0000 is the IP address of John IP. No, but funny enough, 1111, if I'm not mistaken, that's Cloudflare, if I remember correctly. Actually, is 0000 a valid IP address? Let's look it up. 0000 IP address.
No, it should be, because they start with 0 and they end with 255.
It's not.
No?
It's
Tragedy.
placeholder address. Identifies default root.
Hmm.
It is not a usable address in the traditional sense.
But like in the network, no?
Kind of IP cannot address cannot communicate on the network. Why do you use DuckDuckGo? Because whenever I use Google, I need to solve a captcha.
And you can't do
Oh,
that.
holy shit! It just didn't. Wow! It didn't give me a captcha. That's odd. I guess I don't have a claim, but I mean, normally I need to solve a captcha when I use Google. That's why I use
Yeah,
DuckDuckGo.
and you cannot solve captchas, obviously.
That
you all know
are
that.
rumors. Those are rumors, not confirmed. Those are filthy rumors spread by people who just want to demolish my public image for their own gain and profit. and I will not confirm them in any way. I should switch to Skype. Discord always gives me captures for everything. What happened to Skype? It's such a
I
big
think
thing.
they closed it. It died.
But
Like,
why?
does Skype still exist? Like, why would
No.
Skype exist still? Like, it's like ages old. Like,
I feel like somebody big bought them and just fucking closed them.
But Zoom is alive. Google Meets is alive. Okay, Google Meets being alive makes sense because of Google. But Zoom is alive.
okay, but like Skype, like.
Well, yeah, but Zoom is better than Skype. That's why, you know.
Why?
Like,
What's the
Favorable
what's
Skype
competitor.
Like, Skype is such a grandparent thing. Like,
what is better about Zoom than Skype? What does Skype has? What does Zoom has that Skype doesn't?
I don't fucking know. Maybe it just runs better.
I used to use Skype a lot. I liked it.
me too, but like.
Well, yeah, but
Everyone did. Everyone did.
Yeah, but like
yeah.
everyone
But
used
then they
Facebook
stopped.
too,
They
and like
fucking did it when COVID came. So that's fucking killed them.
also
COVID
everyone
killed
used-
Skype because it was a terrible time for online just software for people to communicate. Considering how during COVID everyone could just instead communicate in person.
No, Kadma has a point because when COVID came, then everyone started making online communication platforms, and they did it, but they just made better ones. So there
What
was,
do you
like,
mean
higher
better? How
competition.
is it? That's why I ask. How is Zoom better?
Like by better, I mean they made so that they are used more. So yeah, that's how.
But
like,
how do you do that against a long like imagine if all of a sudden, I know, company of similar-ish size. You know Lenovo?
yeah,
Like imagine if all of a sudden something happened that everyone started owning a laptop. Or two even. Like everyone's crazy. Just, I don't know, government checks, alright? Government is just subsidizing laptops for everyone. Something like that happens. And imagine like if that caused Lenovo to die all of a sudden. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. The opposite should happen.
I mean then there would rise a lot of laptop companies, and there would be more competition. And if just
That
the
is
government
not
would support-
how it works. A lot of competition doesn't mean Lenovo would go. What do you mean?
like okay, but like if some like big corporations prefer like stuff like Teams or Zoom or whatever above Skype, then
But why?
it doesn't matter what.
That's-
It doesn't matter what the average person prefers, because companies use them for like keeping up the office and stuff like that. So like the one who was gonna like stand up after COVID was the one who can.
I
blame
prefer
big
Gemma's
corp-
answer over yours because Gemma at least gave me an answer. Skype died because it's harder to pronounce than Zoom. Timon, your entire answer, like every single answer you've given me was basically like, oh yeah, Skype died because it died. Like, why? What's the reason? Why did it not stand up against competition despite, having a long-standing corporation? Why did corporations prefer Zoom? Those aren't answers, those are just questions. If you are a corporation in a business, right? And all of a sudden, something happens that makes your kind of business, your business model, way more interesting to everyone, then you should have a clear advantage over any competition. So if, for example, governments all of a sudden subsidized laptops for everyone, Lenovo would have a great time. They wouldn't have a terrible time. I am so confused. What happened? Make it be staying awake tonight thinking about what Skype died. I am asking questions that everyone else is too scared to ask, okay? Hi, the Stump. Hi. Stump, why did Skype die? Why did Skype die? Why did MySpace die? Didn't MySpace die because Facebook, demolished them?
yeah, something like that happened to Skype. Like the competition demolished it. Like it happens to every
But
like happens to
why?
companies.
Why? If I'm not mistaken, do with Facebook that was more like appealable, more general. What's Zoom got that Skype doesn't?
I think everyone could join a Zoom call, but like, and also you didn't have to download Zoom and like to use it and stuff like that.
Looking up right now, and apparently people say that Skype was fucking bad during COVID because like Microsoft made it just way fucking worse at that point.
That actually makes sense because Microsoft wanted everyone to use Microsoft Teams, which is like
Yeah.
trash anyways. But it would make sense that Microsoft would just
That's
kill
why
it.
they died. They were basically the Skype died before COVID. That makes
Well,
sense.
during COVID, because Microsoft bought it and make it fucking terrible.
Wait, they bought it during COVID.
Well, no, I don't. When did they buy it? Uh, 2011, way before COVID.
Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. There we go, we have an answer. Basically, Skype died before COVID. That's why COVID didn't help.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure like the years before COVID, I was using Discord and before that TeamSpeak
Well,
was
yeah,
a thing.
Discord is a different thing. It doesn't compete with Skype because of the text channels and whatnot.
There were text channels on
I
Skype,
think
but
this
like
no, I think Discord is closer to Facebook than Skype. Skype
Compared
is
to
basically Skype is
Discord is just better TeamSpeak.
no, because the thing is, Facebook is for creating communities mostly. Well, like among other things, obviously, it's trying to be everything. But originally, it was for creating communities. Skype is a replacement for phones, basically. Internet alternative to phones.
Mm-hmm.
And Discord is very much more for creating communities than like direct communication. You do have
true.
you do have
Yes.
VCs, but I mean, you have private calls, private messages, and so on and so forth. But that's mostly as an added functionality, I would say, in comparison to the main thing of server creating.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Zoom
in my
established a
brain,
monopoly on the market early on. Stump. Zoom couldn't create a monopoly on a market in which Skype had a monopoly. That's not how it works. You can't create a monopoly early on when you're not the monopoly. But it makes sense that the reason why was because Microsoft killed it. That makes sense. Imagine if we had to use Discord for online classes. Wasn't that the thing for some people?
Yeah, definitely.
I thought I've heard. But to be fair, that was kind of also universities. And I think universities use Discord anyway. But I have heard
Yeah,
about some, during COVID, some like university students using Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Just buy Monopoly capitalism works. Alright, day 800 we're doing the sequel to the Doom then. It's decided. I'm gonna bankrupt
yeah.
myself. That's great. Wait, hold on. I need to get my phone actually right now. That's where it would be. There it is. I need to set myself an alarm tomorrow. When I wake up, I need to drink some coffee and stream. I got a
when
message
you
from
waking
my...
up tomorrow.
When am I waking up? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
It's 3 in the morning, hopefully. I don't know, maybe 2, maybe 1, we'll see. Something like that.
What do you mean 1 in the morning? What?
Yeah, something like
3
that.
a.m.
Holy hell.
All right, there we go. I need to drink coffee and I need to stream. Because lack of coffee is really what screwed me up today. I haven't been nearly as productive as I could have been. I got a little bit of work done on the data video, but I need to do more. The electronics video also, but I got a sliver work done there. Yeah.
You don't believe.
Yeah. Anyhow, I think that might be it for this stream because I'm really not feeling up to it. Tomorrow is gonna be longer. And I suppose for now that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching and have a great day.